So if we play, so the first 4 bars were the G riff twice. We're classing the G riff, the full G riff as 3 of these at fret 3, 1 up at fret 12. Do it again. Go to C. Do that twice. So there's up to 6 bars. Back to the G riff. Do the full G riff 3 times at fret 3, once up at fret 12. So that's taking us up to 8 bars into the 12 bar cycle. And now we're going to introduce the 3rd chord, which is D. So this is right up on fret 7. Okay, and I'm just going to keep it dead simple and use the same picking pattern as what I used on the C before. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only going to play that once. I'm going to move to C and I'm going to play that once as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be okay. If you can play the picking pattern on C, you should be able to play it on D and then C, because the difficulty is often in the right hand. Okay, so that's taken us up to bar 10. I'm going to run through all this in a minute. And then the final 2 bars are the turnaround. So we've got D, this is bar 9, this is bar 10. Then I'm going back down to open G. And then the turnaround, I'm going to play this fretted. I'm going to play fret 3 on the middle string, the D string, and then I'm plucking with my finger on the open G, open high G just afterwards. So it's thumb, finger, fret 2, thumb, finger, fret 1, thumb, finger, and then open D. So we've got fret 3, fret 2, fret 1, open D. And then we're just going to go back up to D at the end, back up to fret 7 with the slide. So I'm going to play those last 4 bars again, because there's a lot more variation in that than there was in the first part of it. So we've got D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G, open, fret 3, 2, 3, 4. So when I've worked down through that turnaround, so I've got, this is actually beat what we call, because we've got 4 beats in the bar, so when I've hit this after playing the D and the C, I've hit this open G, that's beat number 1, fret 3 is actually beat 2, beat 3, beat 4, open D is beat 1 of the next bar of bar 12, and so when I come up to the D chord with the slide, that is then beat 2. So I'll do that again. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is bar 10, 3, 4. Then beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4, beat 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to play a slightly shortened picking version on this D at the end, because we're starting on beat 2, but we're still finishing on beat 4. 2, 3, 4. And then it's called a turnaround because, like I said, blues doesn't have, most of the time blues doesn't have like a verse and a chorus structure. It's just basically the same cycle that keeps going round till the end of the song. You might have vocals, you might have a guitar solo, you might have a piano solo, you might have breaks, stabs, but they will normally follow exactly the same chord structure. 4 bars of G at the beginning, 2 bars of C, back to 2 bars of G, and then D, C, G with the turnaround, D. Right at the end, off we go back to the beginning, start again. So the D is a really good way of showing the musicians and the listener that we've come to the end of the cycle, we're back to the beginning, we're about to go back to the beginning. So after the D, we're literally just back to the start again. So I'm going to play the last 4 bars, and then I'm going to go back to the beginning. So it's 3, 4, so D, 2, 3, 4, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, second beat, third beat, fourth beat, next bar, 2, 3, 4, start again, 1. Again. C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn around, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, start again. I'm just speeding this up because obviously when you've learnt it, you can go a little bit faster. 2, 3, give it a bit more energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And right at the end of, so you keep cycling that for as long as the song is going to carry on for. Right at the end, you don't want to finish on a D, because that always sounds like we're going to start again, go back to the beginning. So we can still do the turnaround, but instead of finishing on a D, let's finish on fret 12, which is what we call the octave of the open strings. So fret 12 is always the same notes as whatever you're tuned to, but what we call 1 octave higher. So G, D, G, G, D, G. So the last time round, here's my turnaround, and then go up to fret 12, and we can hear that it's like concluded. We don't need to go anywhere else because we've finished on a G chord. And this is a blues in G, so if you finish on a G chord, it sounds like we've put that sort of musical full stop in and we've concluded the whole thing. So definitely take your time with that. Make sure that you can play that properly. Now that was all using a straight rhythm. Okay, so where the fingers, so the thumb's always on the beat, and the fingers are in between, and they're always dividing the beat up exactly into 2, so it's exactly twice as fast. So it's quite a sort of driving feel with a straight. With a straight rhythm. A swung rhythm is much more relaxed, much more lazy, because it's uneven. More explanation going into this in the previous video, the 12-bar structure video, but basically we've got a long thumb and a short finger, and so because it's a short finger note, we're going straight back into a thumb, so it's like, it feels like it's a bit of a imbalance to it, but it gives it a really nice sort of lilt, a really nice sort of gentle, relaxed feel. Loads of blues is swung, so exactly this that you've learnt, played swung, would sound like so. 3, 4. So it's quite a slow tempo, but it feels very sort of relaxed and lazy. So it really sort of suits a lot of blues to play like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the finger notes are a little bit delayed, coming in later than with straight rhythm. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Bit faster. The ending finishing on G. So take time with that. Try and keep your rhythm as solid as you can. Blues isn't the most sort of complex music, but it's got a really strong sort of driving rhythmical feel to it. So make sure you get that. Really important to get your thumb thumping away on the beat, on the foot tap. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please check out our others on our channel, and we look forward to seeing you here again soon on Coda Guitar.